Happy Saturday.
Good morning, everybody. I got a good night's sleep after
So
my
good, feeling better.
my horrific experience yesterday.
Let's welcome some people in. I saw Donna Wester first one in. Mark, the MT Picker, I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's good.
Hi, Mark.
Kathy, good morning, Kathy.
Good morning, Kathy.
I don't know. I think we have some lurkers this morning, too.
Donna Wester, good morning, sweetheart.
Put a 1 in the chat if you're just lurking.
I laugh when people say that now because I was like the first one to say it. Now a lot of people are saying it. It's so funny.
Because there's more people up. Good morning, Don.
Good morning, Dawn. Good morning. Good morning. So when I have the chat popped up, it doesn't show me how many people are in it, and it doesn't show me in the screen.
No, you know what? When you're the host, it's up in the corner where you says you're live and it says how many.
Yeah.
But when you're not the host, you have to go back out to look on actually the YouTube, the channel itself. Right now, my StreamYard is showing 6.
And how do you change the color of the banners underneath our names where it's green?
Oh, I can. Why, you don't like the green? Green's the color of money. It's my favorite color. As you can tell by my dining room walls, my bedroom walls, my bathroom.
Then maybe we should keep it. You have to show me how to do that. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy.
So, so we had a good auction last night. Thank you for everybody that came. We kind of ended it early because I wasn't feeling well, and I was excited to have Wade on last night. He was an inspiration to me when I opened up my YouTube channel, which is really nice to have him come on. And Don said blue. He wants it blue.
I
don't know. I think green for money is better. So I have a busy day today of invoicing and shipping, trying to get all these orders out. I'm missing my daughter's volleyball tournament, which I had to make a decision. They have another one tomorrow, which I can't go to either, but it's all right. You know what? Right now, it's more important. Donna Webster purple. Yeah, I'd love it purple. I'm going to change mine to purple on my StreamYard next time I go.
You can. I'll show you how to do it. Well, purple's like my second favorite color because my couch, my fireplace, everything in my living room is purple.
Is it?
Yeah, I have marble purple tables, purple couch.
Yeah, I love purple. I wasn't like I didn't love purple like growing up, but now I love purple, and it probably has to do with the fact that it's, you know, it's significant to pancreatic cancer. So I love all things purple now. It's really awesome. What are your plans for today, T?
Well, believe it or not, hubby wants to go and catch some garage sales and go to, wait for it, Dress Barn.
Dress Barn?
They're going out of business.
Are they?
Yeah, and our store's closing next month.
Wow. So you're going to try to do some buying at Dress
Barn?
Retail
arbitrage, yeah, we'll see what's out there. We'll see. I don't know if it'll be anything. Good morning, Rebecca.
Good morning, Rebecca.
Just me, Kathy. Yeah, they're going to close all stores by the end of the year, Kathy.
Wow, Dress Barn has been around for like 30 years, 40 years, longer than that. That's, you know, it just goes to show, like, you know.
Retail is dead. Retail is gone.
Yeah, people buy everything online. It's unbelievable. You know, they do. Like, people just like to sit in the comfort of their living room and just order what they want online. Yeah. You know, I've said it before. You drive through my neighborhood on trash day, and I swear, like, I want to make a video of it. The amount of Amazon boxes that are in people's trash bins is crazy. It's unbelievable. So many. And the UPS and Federal Express, and then the United States Postal Service, you know, they deliver Amazon on Sunday here. Do they do it there?
Yeah, I'm telling you, there isn't a day that goes by that I could sit in my kitchen window and watch the Amazon van go by 3-4 times easy. I mean, there's a couple of my neighbors on the block. Even one of my neighbors had a garage sale a couple of weeks ago. We stopped by. She doesn't do anything in the regular store. Nothing. She buys everything online. baby
Yep.
food, her diapers, for the kids, everything, just every single thing.
Follow Buddies told me that she buys all of her paper towels and like toilet paper on Amazon or on Walmart.com because they just deliver them to the house and it's the same price. So why go to the store, load it up in the shopping cart, have to bring it home? She said it's exactly the same price, and they pack things with pillows and the boxes. So she gets the packing supplies for free.
Yeah.
So she said the same thing. She's like, why even bother? She just buys everything online, has it delivered right to the door. That's just the way it is. And congratulations, Don, on hitting 254 listings. Whoop whoop. Up and beyond. Yeah. That's the way to do it. I hit 104, but people keep buying stuff. So
That's
keep
a good
going down.
problem.
I'm not complaining though. That's good, Kathy.
That's a good problem, Kath.
I know. But you know what it is? Like, I get it, Kathy, because you have like this goal in your mind. Like you're at like, say for example, 192 and you're like, okay, I'm going to try to get to 200. And then you hear that you change something buys. Okay, now I have to, it's like you're constantly chasing because you set a goal for yourself. And then when things sell, it's a good thing that they're selling, but it kind of like ruins your goal. On the other hand, it's like the devil and the angel on your shoulder. It's like one saying woo and the other one's like, keep listening.
Well,
That's awesome, Kathy. I'm glad.
Not that I'm bragging or anything, but
Rebecca's next goal is 600.
between the
Go,
two
girl.
stores, I have 2,200. Just saying.
You have 2,200?
Yeah, between the two stores, 1,557 on my big store, and then 6 and change on Braub store. So yeah.
I was told by my post office that they had training for delivering Amazon on Sundays now. So, like, if you're a postal worker, they have training on Sundays for delivering on Amazon. I guess that's what she's saying.
I guess that's what she's saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Wow.
Yeah, it's awesome, Kathy. But I'll tell you, this weekend has been a bust so far. The last 2 days on eBay have been in the crapper. Ugh.
We can't let that affect us, though.
No.
Like, you have to keep listing. I mean, eBay, I know, is going through some like major stuff right now, and I'm sure like fourth quarter kicks in just a couple of days. So all of this vamping up for fourth quarter, I mean, I know that it's just gonna, even myself, even with my own eBay store, I've got a ton of stuff that I've got to find time to start listing. I have to find time to start listing because I'm sitting on all this like really beautiful, expensive stuff.
Yeah, well, me too. I might have 2,100 things listed, but I probably have 2,100 more to list.
Right? My stuff is mostly glassware. Glassware and like, breakable stuff that I'm not.
Stuff you don't like to do.
I can't bring to auction.
No.
Like I tried, and it's just
well, what it is, the shipping and the packing on that limits you to the amount of pieces that you can do, and it's sometimes not worth somebody's while. That's why, I keep talking about maybe doing a special auction one day where we just, bring a couple of people on with some collectible stuff that we want to buy individually for ourselves.
Well, you know what we talked about off camera, I don't know if you guys know, but Derek is taking the month of October off, and he is doing Monday night's auction, I think. Rebecca, is he doing Monday nights?
Yes.
He's doing Monday night's auction, and I asked him to call me, but he hasn't called me. I was thinking maybe since people were, this crowd of people, our same crowd is used to going on Monday nights. I got to talk to Derek about it because I don't want him to.
No, we don't want to step on toes.
I don't want to step on toes. I don't want him to be upset. So I was thinking about maybe just for the month that he's taken off. He's going on a fishing trip and he's just taking a little break off of YouTube and then he's coming back. But I was thinking maybe on Monday nights, since we've been talking about doing that, we can go on and do the single item wholesale, not the lots like I do, but bring the single items. Like I was saying to T, I have one of those huge, enormous vintage ceramic Christmas tree with the base. It's in mint condition. It's beautiful. I sold a small one on eBay last year for $100 plus $50 shipping. Someone bought it on eBay.
Good morning, Darlene.
So it would be more, hi Darlene, hi honey. It would be more for like the collector, somebody who wants that item in their collection, not so much for resale. And I would feature some of my glass stuff, but it would be kind of like a high-end auction, not like single one little item stuff. Like,
right, I had even spoken to Craig a few weeks back because he had scored a bunch of Yardro, and that's something I collect, like to put a piece of Yardro up, maybe, not the full, let's say $200 or $300 that it might retail for, but maybe, split the difference, for, maybe start the bidding off at 50 and hope to get 100 and a quarter, something like that. And push it out more to our Facebook friends, our family, people who would, benefit from that as well, and maybe kind of diversify a little bit. But I don't want to get too involved with that because, my branding now on the channel is wholesale bulk auctions, and we still want to gear everything towards the resellers, but we could do it like I said, once every month or something like that.
Yeah. So this, like you said, it wouldn't be for the reseller. It would be for someone who is maybe a collector or needs to buy a Christmas present for someone who knows that, would love that one item. You guys put a 1 in the chat if that's something that you might be interested in participating. Just me, Kathy says she collects Yadro also. What is the link to your eBay store, Fortunate Hustler? So the eBay store that I have right now is not vamped up enough. Give me a couple of weeks, and then I'll share it. Right now, it really doesn't have my big eBay store. I closed my great big one that I worked so hard to build. 2.5 years of listing, and I mean, I was doing well. I had close to 2,000 items, and I would sell anywhere from like 15 to 20, 25 items. I did have days that only like 4 or 5 items sold. We all have those days. But when I found a niche here to do auctions online, I love doing that and selling in bulk. And since I do get most of my stuff out of storage unit, and my cost of goods on my stuff is basically zero. Not if you include my time. I never include my time. My husband has a huge problem with that because he always says to me, you know what, you say that your cost of goods is zero, but you have to factor in the time it took you to clean out the mini storage, the time it took you to sort through the stuff. The fact that, you do have a truck and trailer, but if you didn't have a truck and trailer, you've got to factor that in if you needed to get a truck and trailer and what the cost of that would be. The dumping fees, which sometimes can run as high as $100. Like, you have to factor all that stuff in. So it drives him crazy when I say to him, yeah, I only made like $7 or $8, but this stuff cost me nothing because I sold blah, 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 and it paid for the whole storage unit. And yeah, so I don't know where I was going with that. Why was I?
Yeah, and Rebecca says, and gas, right? The driving and all of that.
Yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Turtle Trader. Thank you for coming.
Good morning. Go get your coffee, Mr.
So,
Turtle.
Fortune Husband, you're new in the house, and it's up to you. Sometimes we like to share our first name, like I'm T, even though I go by my Fine for You. And, Donatella, she goes by Donna. And we have Norgisar, who goes by Darlene. And then Flipping Cruders, who goes by Rebecca. Do you go by first name, or do you want us to just call you Fortune Hustler? Also, I noticed you were new to our auction last night. Curious how you came over. Who sent you over? We always like new people. Always like to know who sent them over.
Yeah, because we're a small group now, but imagine when we grow to be like 1,000 people, in the chat, we're not going to be able to ask anybody what their name is.
Right. This way we'll know when we see your name. Oh, that's so and so. Welcome. All right, Donna, have a great day. Good luck today.
So I see one from Don. He's interested in seeing some like fine collectible one-piece items instead of bulk items. So if anybody else is interested, I mean, if nobody's interested,
Kathy said, but can't afford to buy anything herself right now, but she'd come and watch though.
okay. Donna,
Kathy says she won't be able to keep up with the bids if it's 1,000 people in the chat. Listen, that for us would be a hard problem to have. We'll figure that one out too when the time comes.
Exactly. I'm broke too. Just me, Kathy Leffel. I try to support. Well,
no, we appreciate it. We appreciate it.
You're someone that could come on with your beautiful hats that you make, and auction, one hat off here and there. Your hats are beautiful. I bought a couple of hats from Darlene. They're gorgeous. You have help. We would get the bids. You have help. We would get the bids. You have help. Rebecca, what do you mean by that, honey? I read it 3 times and I still don't understand. Do you understand? It's probably a typo in there. Trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what the typo is.
Yeah, I was the first week, Darlene, too. I missed Friday Crazy Hat Day. I had an early appointment at work, so couldn't make it this week, but I loved Crazy Hat Day.
Oh, 1,000 people in the chat. I know that's Jeremy and George had 2,000 people in their chat Sunday night. They are rocking and rolling. Can you imagine having 2,000 people in the chat? I mean, the only way that you can ask them a question or they gave me a shout out Sunday night, and I wanted to.
You can slow the chat down.
Yeah, because Adam
Pusa does it. Pusa slows the chat down when he welcomes people on.
Yeah.
There's a way to do it. I just don't know how to do it yet. We'll figure it out.
I don't know how to do it either. But yeah, Adam sent me a message during their live, and he's like, send Jeremy a message to slow the chat down. I'm like, I don't know how to slow the chat down. How am I going to tell someone to do it? I have no business telling someone to do something that I don't know how to do myself. So I didn't do it. But the only way I could thank them for giving me that shout out was, which by the way, I got 100 subscribers from their shout out, which was awesome. Was sending them, just a small super chat to say thank you, because the super chat, when you send it, it lights up. So they were able to read it, and I was able to thank them for giving me the shout out, which was really awesome. It feels like a privilege when a big YouTuber gives you a shout out, and they take the time to read your message and say something nice about you. To me, that's it means so much to me. It's just, it really does. And then on the other hand, it really hurts a lot when you do support a big YouTuber and they don't acknowledge you when you go into the chat. There's a couple of YouTubers that I consistently will go in and just say, hi, good morning, just whatever I say, and they'll read the comment above me, and they'll read. I mean, I know everybody's not going to like me. I mean, that's a given. Not everybody likes everybody, but it's kind of hurtful when they read the comment above you and they read the comment below you, and they kind of don't even.
Well, in their defense, and I'm not defending anybody, things happen, but if you are on, again, top chat and not live chat, you don't see all the chat. So they could also, because there's so much chat going on, it might just have the top chat up there. I don't know how they determine what top chat is. I don't know if they determine it by how many times you follow them, or, are you considered one of their biggest followers because you're in their lives? So I'm not sure how that goes. So Fortune Hustler says Steve and Steph get like 1,000 in their lives. Dumpster diving show. Oh, okay.
Do you ever watch them?
I think I've seen. Are they the ones who got married recently?
No.
Oh,
But
okay.
she's absolutely adorable. I mean, she's not young. She's, like maybe mid-age, whatever she is. But she's, good morning, Mr. Turtle Trader. I said good morning earlier when I saw you.
Good morning, Mr. Turtle Trader, if you didn't hear me earlier. Kathy says she's 42.
So she's 42, and she's this beautiful blonde.
She's
And
young.
her hair is always done, and it's always curled. Like, she's like using, takes time to make herself beautiful. And she's dumpster diving. She's in a dumpster with flip-flops. And her husband, does a lot of the videotaping. And a lot of the things that they find in the dumpsters, they donate to charities and stuff. I don't know if they're resellers. I don't know if they have a YouTube. I don't know if they have a eBay page. I don't know. I know that they buy pallets of stuff, and they're really fun to watch. And they have a huge, enormous following. Huge.
Kathy says yes, they are resellers.
Oh, they are resellers.
I think I might have seen them once. Was that? Were they in a dumpster where like everything had coins in it? Like everything they were finding, it was like I think a hair salon or something that they were finding like all kinds of stuff. Good morning, Gina. Keyline says they blocked me, not sure why, and I reached out to them several times and got no reply back, so I'm not a fan. Oh, sorry, Gina.
Oh, that's too bad. And Fortune Hustler says Steph isn't much for socializing or making new friends.
That's sad. That's sad.
Good morning, Gina, honey. Yes, T, all that chords missing. Well, that's, yeah, it doesn't seem like they really socialize with all of the
But, then why are you on social media? If you don't like to socialize, why are you on social media? Like that doesn't even make sense to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We all know it. The bigger you get, the bigger your brain gets, the bigger your head gets, right? Some people are like that. And I don't know. We've seen that with some YouTubers, Donna, right?
I mean, yeah, there's, yeah.
Morning, Neville. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person. And the minute I become that person, somebody better say something.
I'm never, ever going to be that person. You send me a message or your phone number and you want to call me and, and chat. I'll always make the time to just stop and chat. I'm never going to, I promise I'll never, ever be that person because I've been on the receiving end with that person. And like one very particular person, when he or she, I'm not going to mention names, was not so big, they would interact with me and talk to me, and now that they've exploded and they're really, really big, they don't like, I've never seen them in my live chats. They've never attended any of my lives or auctions or guests that I have. If they have, they're lurking. They're not saying anything. And I've reached out to he or she a couple of times, and I've either don't get a response or I get like just like, what's up? Well, you know what? When I send you a message and say, hey, what's going on? And I had a quick question for you. Do you have time? And the person responds, what's up? I'm done. Don't use the words, what's up, you guys. To me, like, what's up is like, like, I don't have time for you, but what's up?
Right. I think I said good morning, but good morning, Neville. Karen's at the beach. Good morning, Karen. Who else? I saw somebody else. Debbie.
I hope you're recovering well, sweetheart. I hope things are well with you. And
yeah, I mean, Kathy says, they attain 200,000 subs in a year and a half, and that can definitely blow somebody's brain up too. I'm sorry, you can get a big head from that. And you know what, Donna, I'm going to sort of disagree with you because the bigger you get, I understand the more emails you get, the more phone calls you get, the more this you get, the more that you get. and you will tend to just kind of stay in a smaller circle and not necessarily reach out to everybody or whatever. You know, those things happen, but don't be, about it. I won't say any nasty words because Darlene will make me put a coin in the jar.
Yeah, let's see what Rebecca says. Oh, I just tried to highlight her and I can't.
Oh, that's me. I'll highlight it. I have to figure out, wait a minute. Oh, because I'm not on, I know what I have to do. I'm on the YouTube chat and not the StreamYard chat. Okay. I'm just so used to popping out the chat.
She said, this is happening a lot. Some of us that were close, more subs they get, the more they pull away. We all need to stick together and grow as one big family. I agree, Rebecca.
Yes.
I agree with you 100%, sweetheart. I really, really do. I agree.
I think the biggest challenge for everybody too is, we want more subscribers, so we go out. A lot of us have visited Pusa. You went to Super Del, right? We had a lot of those big channels, and you get a ton of subscribers from them. But do they continue to follow you? And if they do, you can't watch everybody's video if you sub back to them. It can become very time consuming, and it's. Darlene says she can't sanction me. Yeah, I know. But yeah, if we had, Neville says if he had a swear jar, he would go broke. Yeah, I try to keep my potty mouth clean here on YouTube. But it's so hard. YouTube's hard. YouTube's hard. It's harder, I believe, just my thoughts, being a live person than just doing video. I believe that 100%, because when I was just doing video and really never did lives before, when we did the cooking and the conversation on the couch and all that vlogging stuff, we never went live. It was always pre-recorded. And sometimes that doesn't help you interact with the audience. We do a lot of lives, so we interact with our audience constantly because they're always in the chat. They are always coming to the auction. So it's a whole, I don't know how to explain it, but it's a whole different, kind of element.
Yeah. Gina says, the one thing I like about the Hales is they spread the love and try to support growing channels, even with the large following that they have. You know what? It's true. Jeremy and George have been absolutely wonderful to me. They have reached out to me. And I only really just met them recently. And they have taken the time to show me things and teach me things. And yeah. It's true. It's really they're really, really wonderful people, and I hope I can return the favor someday, somehow. Or
just kind of talking about like how it's hard to grow. This all honestly started because Fortune Hustler asked us if we followed Steph and Steven and Steph, I think.
Yeah.
And somebody, I think it was Gina, kind of said that. That she got blocked and she doesn't know why. And then she reached out and they're not reaching back out to her. And now she's lost, got a bad taste in her mouth. And sometimes the bigger you get, these things happen. And it's sad to say that, we don't want to be in that position, but everybody's head tends to get big when
you know what? Not everybody's into helping other YouTubers grow. Like, for example, Wade. Like, that's how he kind of got his start. He just would invite new YouTubers to his chat and you got to know people, which he doesn't do that anymore. And, I wouldn't again, want to step on anybody's toes, but that's something that we, maybe we should consider doing either on my channel or your channel. I'd like to do it on my channel, but, just invite someone on, and just to get to know them. Like, people got to know Wade last night and how he's a great, like, family guy. And I noticed Casey started doing that. He had the
girls on Friday, Thursday night,
the day before. Yeah. I don't ever remember Casey doing that, like inviting people onto his channel. Star does it. Star does it all the time. Bolo Buddies does it all the time. I love that. I love seeing other people on people's YouTube channels. Like Steve and Steph don't do that. They just do their videos and that's it. Like they never.
Well, do they ever go live, or all their stuff is recorded? Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah, they go live. They'll go live like if they're in the car, you know, on their way to like a dumpster or something. Yeah, they definitely go live.
Yeah, Adam tries to do that on his Reselling Rhythms.
Adam does that, and I love watching that too. And then the Morning Break Room does it. They invite people on, and I know like Tommy and Tracy Bernard will do it, and Tom does it. Oh, see, thank you. Yeah, I would love to come on and you guys in chat. So I am in the process of building since, you know, so many people have said that they were going to do it and nobody's done it. I'm make social connections when live. Don't get that connection when you just upload a video. When you put ourselves out there, our hearts can get broke too. Yeah, I know, Rebecca. It's true. I'm in the process of putting together I'm shocked that I have 345 Barefoot Adventures does it all the time. I don't know. She must be part of a conversation. So I'm in the process of putting together a YouTube, since we all kind of basically follow the same people. I mean, I can't include people like Super Dow TV or like Pusa Studio. They're like, they don't care who's on live. They want to go live. They just go live. And I don't know what makes them different than me, for example, because I got reached out to this week because I was going to be doing my live interview with Wade, and someone reached out to me and said, you're doing it on the same time that I'm going live, that I go live. That's my spot. You know, I've had that spot for a really long time on YouTube, and you're going live at the same time that I'm going live, and it kind of gave me a heart attack that, you know, that this person said this to me. Like, you know, I know that like for example, Sunday afternoon at 3:00, I love that spot. Like, that's my spot. And Friday night,
that spot.
yeah, he picked that spot when we were trying to figure out like when we should go live. And then like Friday nights at 9:00, I love that spot too. Like last night when I got off my live because I wasn't feeling well, you know, usually, you know, we like to hang out on Friday nights after the auction for a little bit and invite some people in and chit chat. Well, I had to go to bed, so I went to bed last night and I looked to see who was live last night. Nobody was really live last night. So, I mean, I think there was I was talking to you. Who was live? Who said?
I think you said Tommy Bernard, but again,
Tommy wasn't live because I love.
Oh, Pusa was live. Pusa had been live for like hours. I don't know, you know, but Pusa does that all the time. And that's not a norm for them on Friday. I always thought they went Friday live at 7 because I don't
know, they don't really have a schedule. They really don't have a schedule. But I feel like after this message that I got this week from this person, I really need to like, I don't want to make any enemies by going live. And I don't know why I have to like be concerned about everybody else's lives, but I do have to be concerned about it because I got a message that I was going live on a time slot that was like reserved for someone else. But here's the thing, you guys. Okay, so I have Friday night live and I have Sunday afternoon live. But if someone that follows me or another YouTuber decided to go on live, good morning, Jennifer, at 3:00 on Sunday afternoon, that's fine. Go ahead and go do your live. Even though I have my Sunday afternoon at 3:00, If you're interviewing someone and you want to go on live at 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, go. Or even if you're doing an auction, go. Because you know what? Regardless, the people that are going to come at my auction on 3 o'clock on Sunday they're going to go to whoever they want to support. I mean, there's like no choosing. Like I don't think we all have to worry so much about it. And I've been worried about it after getting that message. I've been worried about it for like the past few days. I've been thinking about it and thinking about it. Like, do we need to make a schedule, or do we just do what we want to do when we want to do it? You know, like Jeremy and George go on 9 o'clock on Sunday nights. I wouldn't, do a live on Sunday nights at 9 o'clock. Derek goes on at, what time is it, Rebecca? 7? I don't even
7
know.
on Mondays for the auction, you mean?
So when we figured out our schedule, we figured out, let's look and see when people go live and and respect their time slots and not go live at the same time. Okay, so we did that. But how come there's some YouTubers, they don't care? They just go live whenever they
because I think also the bigger you get, right? The bigger you get, the more you don't care about the smaller YouTube. I mean, you think if Wade wanted to go live at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, he's going to worry that we have an auction going on? I'm just putting that out as an example. I don't think Wade would do that to us, but I'm just saying, certain people. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, like Jennifer says, sometimes she's mod that blocks someone for their views, and the YouTuber does not know the circumstances, and as they get larger, they pull away from the masses, in my honest opinion. Sometimes.
Yeah, because you know why? Because somebody was saying that they got blocked from Steph and Steven, and they don't know why. And it may not have even been them. It could have been a mod. And that, Donna, you had that happen already. Somebody blocked somebody on your channel, and we had to go back and fix it. And it could have even been an accident. Accidents happen too. That's why that you got to take that wrench very seriously. Yeah, Neville, that's so true. Right? There's only 24 hours in a day and a whole lot of YouTubers. So there's no way anybody can, with clashing with somebody else. It can't happen.
Yeah. Gina says there is no time slot. No one owns YouTube. But there is no rules. When you go live, you can go live and people will go where they want. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. I will bounce back and forth and try to support if I have two friends on at the same time, which is what I do that too, Darlene. Like a lot of the times I'll just go in. You should go live when you want to or have time to. You can't wait for an open time because there's never an open time. People will choose who they want to watch. Exactly, Tommy. Yes.
Good morning, Tommy.
Exactly. But I also don't want to make enemies either. Like, that message really tore at my heart. And as it was, I wasn't going live on their slot. It was they hadn't completely read the the whole live. It was like down below was the date and the time, but it's still. And Derek has an auction at the same time. I love them both. And if she has plenty of supporters, I stay on Derek's. Yep. It's tough. It's kind of a tough, it's like an unwritten friend rule, but like you said, T, I think that the bigger you grow, you don't care. You just, you go live. That's it. You're going to get people. You're not going to get people. It's a tough one. I mean, ranches shouldn't be given to all.
And some people just, and you know what, I might even be guilty of that at times, but I feel like right now we're small enough that it may end at this point. Whoever has a wrench now should be lucky or that kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, Poos is a perfect example. If you're in his chat more than twice, you get a wrench. It's like everybody in the room's a wrench. Who knows who could be blocking who on that channel? If you're not getting a shout out on that channel, you might be blocked and not even know it. I don't even know.
Good morning, Destiny. I haven't seen you on for a while. I hope
Good
everything's
morning, Miss
good.
Destiny. Shamrock Pixie, welcome. Oh, I love your new little picture.
I got a wrench the first time in Pusa.
Yeah, whatever. I don't remember. Maybe I did too. But all my channels have wrenches.
T and I talked about this yesterday. It's like, it's great to go into like some of those big chat rooms that promote to help other channels grow, but we can't get away from the we do auctions, and then I'm going to start doing some more different content from my channel as well. So, the followers that you get from some of those, like promote your channel people, that they may just they're going to subscribe to you, but they're not going to follow you. They're not going to like come back and attend your auctions or whatever it is, whatever direction it is that I'm taking my channel, because I'm still so confused about it. Like I've talked about it before. I wanted it when I opened up my YouTube channel. I wanted it to be kind of like an inspirational channel where it's like, look at me, you guys. Like, I'm a grieving mom. If I can go out and do this and help support my family, like if you read my banner, it says, CEO of the Bottolino family. My poor husband. And so I am the CEO of the Bottolino family, as a matter of fact. In one of my videos, I thought that I had muted the button. It was during one of my auctions. Was it last Sunday? I was like, as soon as I'm done working, I'll drive you. Go get the truck. I thought I had muted I went back to watch it because I had to look to see who bought something that I didn't mark during the auction. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, the mic was on the whole time. I didn't know the mic was on. And I'm like, just go. No, she's got to get her shutters taken down. She's got to get a fine by the HOA. She's gonna pay you. Like the Italian, like Boston in me came out, and I'm like yelling over the computer screen, and I'm watching it. And Dolores was here, and Dolores was helping pack up some orders. She was in the kitchen, and Dolores was listening. I had the computer running because I was like trying to find, I think it was a clothing lot or something, the tag had fallen off of it or whatever. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, did you know the mic was on when you were screaming like that? Like, no, I had no idea. Why'd you tell me my mic was on?
I thought you knew. I didn't know you didn't. What do I know?
I
want to address Gina's little comment here. Her brain goes blank from time to time. I ask people not to give me a wrench because so many mods dropping links, I would be a waste of a wrench. But you know what? That's not just a wrench's job to drop links. We look for wrenches to be just modding the chat, right? That's what we want. We want to make sure that
links.
Yeah, Donna might be a wrench, but she don't drop links. And I'm no Melissa W, even though I will tell you, when I first got into this group and I saw Melissa in all these chats, I kept hoping to beat her out in wrenches, and now I'm glad I know. It's a tough job. But you know what? You're there for the trolls too, to take somebody out. So it's not all about dropping links. And you know what? If you get one, it's because we trust you.
Can I answer Kathy? Kathy, you probably will receive them today. I stopped sending emails with tracking numbers to eliminate one step out of my life. So you should have gotten an email from Pirate Ship, because Pirate Ship sends you a notification with your tracking numbers. So all your packages went out. You probably will get them today. So yeah, you got a lot of stuff coming, girly. And so I combined as many as I could with as many bundles. So it's kind of like, when I ship things, you guys, if you buy multiples of stuff, just to save on shipping for me, so it doesn't cost me so much money, I do combine lots. So I still have a few packages that I'm going to try to send out today. I owe some stuff to Dawn and a few other people that I haven't shipped out yet.
There you go, Gina. You're a troll. You can whack those trolls. That's all.
Good Morning, Melissa. I was looking for you last night because I did another like crafters long stitch lot, and there was a cross stitch thing that said Cape Cod pillow on it. I'm like, so when I read it, I was like, where's Melissa? And I looked in the chat. I'm like, is Melissa here? Just because it's at Cape Cod, that's all. It made me think of you.
Darlene's asking how to check the tracking. So usually it's sent by USPS.
Darlene, don't check your tracking.
Oh no, don't tell me you have not sent her box yet.
No, because I want to fill it. I want to fill it to the tippity top with like lots and lots of crafting stuff for her hat. And I can't get to the stuff, but I promised her I would on Monday. Yeah, no, I still haven't sent it. I still haven't sent it because I want to fill it to the tippity top and I can't get to her stuff.
Darlene, I've asked Donna now 5 times to send me your address and she hasn't. So can you please send me your address, please?
No.
Private message me, Darlene.
Darlene, yeah, because she has a surprise for you too, because we've talked about this.
Good morning, Swamp Picker, Glenn. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning. So take out the trolls. Fingers still not working. Take out the trolls. I don't know what that means. Just got back on something. Do you still have patterns? I only have, oh, wait a minute, like sewing patterns? Which kind of patterns? No more sewing patterns.
I think she means your sewing patterns. I'm pretty sure.
I don't think so. I don't think I have any more sewing patterns, but no, I think, yeah. Yeah, I had a really bad week, you guys. I talked about it a little bit earlier and I talked about it a little bit this morning. I mean, it happens. I do my best. Someone from Texas is calling me.
Oh no, well, yeah, Tiffany still has a Texas number, but you have her number on your phone.
No, I have her number. I visit all the people I am subscribed to as long as I can give them some time. Cha-ching. Always good luck in these chats. Awesome, Kathy. I think you wrote that last night too, that you were having sales when we're on live, which is awesome. We are talking about mods. Congratulations, Kathy. I know you did, Donna. I'm sorry I asked. I just was wondering. Oh, about your packages? Yeah. I don't know what she's sorry about. You can ask anytime.
This morning I hit about 10 waiting for the coffee to drip. Wow. 10 just while brewing your coffee? I've had a crappy couple of days. That's great.
Yeah. So anyways, yeah, so we were talking. I love to get up with coffee and watch you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so we were talking about lives and yeah, unfortunately, I think that there's always going to be a little bit of drama on YouTube, and I try so hard to stay out of it. I don't want to get involved with it at all, and it's really hard. It's really hard not to get caught up into it. It's really, really hard, and the whole going live thing is, part of it also. And like someone said, no one owns YouTube. You just have to do your own thing. Just have to do your own thing and chips fall where they fall. Right, T?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second.
What's the matter?
It's
Melissa Cape says she missed what happened after the interview with Wade. I came back around 10:15 and you were saying goodnight. I was looking forward to the after show. Oh, thanks, Melissa. Yeah, it wasn't our usual Friday night. Donna had a little procedure yesterday and she wasn't feeling great, so we kind of ended it early. But she's feeling a little procedure.
Oh, I thought you said PSDT or something.
No. And so
I
but
do.
we're on track. She feels great today, and tomorrow 3 p.m. we're gonna make that an extended auction. So feel free to come in and join us for that one.
Yeah, tomorrow afternoon I'm going to stay on extended. I got to get all my orders out today that from Tuesday and last night. That's my goal. Get them all out today. Try to get them ready for the postman. He comes at 4, and then I'm going to try to build some lots because 3 o'clock comes quick on Sunday. You know, I try to spend a little time with my husband in the morning, maybe have a little breakfast, and then before you know it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going live in like 2 seconds. So. I have a really busy day ahead of me today. It's a lot of work. I don't know. It's a lot. I love it. I'm not complaining, you guys. I love it. But when I fall behind on things like Darlene's package, where I can't even like make the time to run to Federal Express to get it weighed and paid for, you know, and to fill it, it's
You
like
don't have to run to Federal Express. You can print the label right on eBay. There's a sec. You could.
it's not an eBay item. I can't.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't do it on PayPal because PayPal only offers USPS, and I tried to get the rate. I set up an account with UPS. So PayPal only offers UPS and USPS. So I set up an account with USPS. I mean with UPS to ship it out UPS, and it was because it's a huge box. It's not so much of the weight, it's the volume. It's because I wasn't, thinking that like when I put it up for auction because it's such a big box. So I can't ship it pirate ship because it's too big. So my only other option is to ship it Federal Express, and I have to go drive to the Federal Express office.
I love the way she says Federal Express. It's FedEx.
Federal Express. So I have to go. So and I can't. I have a Federal Express account. Why didn't I think about just?
Yeah, try it first. Try it first. See if you can print the label because I think you'll get a discount if you do it that way. I'm pretty sure.
And then I can ask for pickup at Federal Express too, can I?
Yeah, yeah. Definitely.
Why didn't I think of doing that?
I don't know.
Weeks.
I don't know.
Why didn't I think of doing that instead of driving over to the Federal Express office, which is a fiasco to do? That's why I haven't done it. All right, I'm going to do that this morning because I do have an account with them.
Okay. So Mr. Turtle Trader says here, sometimes as a mod, you can't time out another mod for their contact in the chat. And that's true. So that's why it's very important that you have the right mods because sometimes they can get out of hand. And
what's Myra saying?
I don't know, but let's see what Cody's saying. So he's saying he's going live tonight at 7:30, and we'll mention you guys in my chat. So did you get more people to come over there? I think you guys are cool. Thank you.
Where did Cody come from?
I don't know. Cody just came to us this morning. They've been in once or before. I have a feeling he's been a lurker. I want to say Superdell. I want to say Superdell by the content of his channel. That's what it looks like.
Okay, well, awesome. You guys go subscribe to Cody. When you get a bunch of people together like this, there will always be drama. No way to get around that with so many different personalities coming together. I know, Mark. I know. They will pick up at your house, Darlene. I didn't even I hardly ever use Federal Express because I always use USPS and I use Pirate Ship.
Saying Pirate Ship, but it's too big for Pirate Ship, right?
It's too big for Pirate Ship. It's huge. Yeah, it's huge. It's too big for Pirate Ship.
It's like there's a mannequin that's coming in the box.
It's a mannequin. It's a big mannequin too. So it's too big for FedEx can drop off at some Walgreens. Yes, you can drop it off at Walgreens. You can also drop it off. I have a Office Depot or Office Max or something, which you can drop it off too. But my problem is I need to get it weighed and measured and pay for the label. but I have a Federal Express account, so I'll figure that out today. I'll just figure it out today. The charge through don't they Federal Express? Do they charge to pick up packages, Federal Express? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I don't use them that often. They charge though, don't they? I don't know. I don't use them that often. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out today.
You have a Walgreens near you? Mr. Turtle Trader saying that some Walgreens take FedEx.
Yeah, dropping it off is no problem. My problem is I have to like bring it, have it weighed, have it measured, you know what I mean, and pay for the label with like my credit card. But anyways, I'll figure it out. Let's not worry about that. I don't use them. Okay, did Cody Man say he came from Superdell? Is that where he came from?
He didn't put it in the chat, Cody. Can you just let us know? I think so, because I actually...
It's no big deal. I'm glad that you found us. I'm just curious how you found us. And thank you for offering to give out. So when you go live tonight, Cody, what kind of live do you do?
Yeah, it's definitely a Superdell. I'm looking at his content. It's definitely still a Superdell, I think.
Yeah, everybody subscribe to one another for sure. Yes, I came from there. Thank you, Cody Man. Thank you. So anyways, so that's that. That's my day. That's what I'm going to do. Try to get through these mountains of orders that need to go out. And I have to go grocery shopping. If my kids tell me one more time there's no food in the house, my head's going to explode and go spinning around this house. I have to make time to go grocery shopping today because they're right. There's no food. And a couple of nights this week, we did takeout because there was nothing really in the house to cook. And that's just too expensive. Can't do takeout. It's too much. It's too much money. Takeout is so expensive. So, when I think of how much, money they spend on on takeout, you spend $50-$60 on takeout, and $50-$60 worth of groceries I would have much rather had spent that money on groceries for the house than
can we have this is where this is, I would say Greek to me, but I'm Greek, so I can't say that I would understand it. But this is how he does streaming in APKS and Cody setup. So
Cody, what are you talking about?
It's all Greek.
Swearing? Are those swear words? Because I have no idea. I go on Superdell's channel.
I'm just trying to pick up with Superdell. Now Cody just threw a whole bunch of new terms in front of me.
I go on Superdell's channel because he's so sweet to me and always he's a grieving dad, like I'm a grieving mom. So he's always, when he sees me, he always gives me a shout out and he's happy to see me. And then he goes back to talking to what he's talking about, and I'm like this. Like, I have no idea. I have no idea the language. I have no idea. I mean, you're talking about a person who couldn't even get her microphone to work. It's like, I have no idea. I'm so not techie at all. But he's an awesome channel to go to. Like
7:30 tonight. We don't have any other obligations, so we'll watch. We'll try to get through it.
It's they talk about and I'm sure Cody Man's going to do the same thing. They talk about unplug from cable, like how to stream free internet and free cable into your house and the equipment that you need and how to do it. And these are all streaming ways. Yeah, that's what they talk about, but I don't understand any of that technology.
Let me tell you something. If I could get rid of my cable, I say it all the time, and my, I have that stupid Verizon triple play, and the price just keeps going up and up and up. I think we're up to $156 or $7 a month, whatever it is for the triple play. I don't have a house phone, other than the fact that it's still plugged into a multi-purpose, fax machine, which I don't fax. I scan and email, but it's plugged into there. So if anybody calls me, they're getting the fax noise. So I don't know. But every time I drop the phone, they kept saying, "Oh, well, it doesn't really cost you this, so keep the phone." And then Now I'm like, the cable bill, we watch two things.
I know.
Yankees.
The only one in my house that watches TV is my husband. My kids don't watch it, and I don't watch it.
I don't watch it anymore. I mean, other than the Yankees, and maybe we put the news on every now and again. But
guess what? It's not the TV part of your cable bill that's so expensive.
It's the Wi-Fi.
It's the Wi-Fi. It's the Wi-Fi, because we all need the internet. And in my house, I have to pay for like the highest Wi-Fi, whatever it's called. Cody Mann can probably tell me, like the streaming that comes into the house, because they have different grades of it. I have to pay for the highest because we're all pulling from it.
Right.
And especially with me going on YouTube Live, I have to have that, vamped up Wi-Fi. That's where they get you, is with the Wi-Fi, not the TV. Because they know nobody watches TV anymore. People are on YouTube and people are on their computers. And
well, here's the other thing too, and it's in Deb's thing here. I mean, she's asking what's the channel, but it's Cody. If you subscribe to Cody, hit the bells, the notifications. Cody, if you have already set up your StreamYard, if you want to go ahead and post a link, I'll approve it. So go ahead and drop it. Deb's also saying that they're going to cut the basic cable because they have Prime and Netflix. Yeah, I have Netflix. I pay for Netflix, and my son pays for, I think it's Hulu, and he pays for YouTube Red, I think. I'm not even sure. But like with all this stuff, there's no reason we're paying so much extra for all that other stuff. And that's another thing, Netflix. I finally watched something the other night that I haven't even watched Netflix forever, and I'm paying $12 something a month for it.
Mr. Turtle Trader, do you really use rabbit ears? Is he joking, or does he really use them?
I don't know. Let me tell you something. My father was a big electronics guy. I'm sure I've told the story before, but he actually got a full scholarship to MIT, which he couldn't take at the time. But anyway, he's always just been into building radios and TVs and fixing them, and computers. We built our first Heathkit TV together when I was like in elementary school. I don't even remember. He built his first computer, and he had this antenna, when I tell you, on the roof. He's had the roof replaced since. This thing was like, oh my gosh, you would think he was calling for the aliens.
Remember those big TV antennas like people used to attach to their like chimneys?
Yes, that's what it was. It was crazy. Oh
my gosh, remember those? I haven't thought about those for years. Everybody had those antennas.
Yeah.
Because that's how we used to get the signal for the TV. And what did the antenna? It was like, what did the cable run through the house to the TV?
I don't even know.
Wi-Fi. There was no Wi-Fi, so there must have been a cord. I mean, I was a little girl when that was that. There must have been some sort of cable that ran down and connected into the TV. How did it work? That is so funny. Oh my God, those TV antennas were awesome.
Yeah, he's saying yes, he really does. No cable. He has Wi-Fi.
I pay $0, Swamp Picker. What do you mean you pay $0? I don't have cable either. No time to watch it. Yeah, but okay, but Mark, how much is your internet bill? How much is your Wi-Fi? Because with my cable company, the TV, the cable is basically free. Like it just comes with the package, but they hit you hard with the expensive Wi-Fi.
Neville is funny. Our first TV was a coin-operated unit. No, but I can tell you I was the remote control growing up. When we had to go from Lawrence Welk to Hee Haw or something like that.
Yeah, my husband's a big sports fan. He loves baseball, he loves football, all those great Boston teams. So there's no way we could get rid of, how is he going to watch the Super Bowl every year?
Let me tell you something. The Yankees made the playoffs. I'm thinking after the World Series, we freaking trashed the cable. I don't know.
What team is that?
Ha ha. Your Red Sox aren't in it, so don't give me no lip there, Missy.
What did you say, was?
Wow, Karen, that's a lot.
I'm sorry.
Karen, you got to be on the live tonight. You got to follow Superdell because these guys do have some good content when it comes to that. Yeah, go away. Look,
I'm sorry. What were you saying? Was there something that you were saying? I can't hear anything.
Yeah. As she puts on her Red Sox hat. Why would you want to follow those businesses?
By the way, I've got a whole bunch of hats coming up for auction maybe tomorrow. We had to pay 20 cents per hour. Oh, you're kidding. I thought she was joking when she was saying that. For TV, you had an automated TV, Melissa Cape. Woohoo! Could you please highlight Melissa Cape's?
Wait, look what Myra says.
We ran a line 50 feet up.
500 feet up a mountain for 3 channels in the 70s.
And we used to walkie-talk to communicate about the signal. 20 cents per hour to watch TV. I've never heard of a coin-operated TV.
Who else did you say? I missed somebody's, I think.
Melissa Kate.
I missed it. Is it up at top? What did I miss from Melissa?
Right. She writes, "Woohoo, Donna." You're not highlighting it on purpose. You don't see it because you have those. Is it the Yankees? Is that what it is?
Yeah. I don't see it. I'm sorry.
I see it, Melissa. So don't worry. I see it nice and clear. You can watch cable TV for about $20 a month and get all pay-per-views channels, and every premium channel are included, and you can watch movies and TV shows for free also if you guys follow me. Okay, well, you know what? We're going to have you on as a guest. Do you want to come on tomorrow morning?
Yeah, we do Sundays 9 a.m. Eastern, Cody, if you're around.
Cody, you want to come on tomorrow morning and you can kind of like tell our friends like exactly how to do that? That would be nice. I would like that. And then it would be recorded. So for us slow people.
Yeah. Karen's doubting her friendship with you now. She may not buy from you ever again.
Oh, Karen at the beach. And I
think Karen's here on Long Island, if I'm not mistaken. So she's probably a Yankee fan too.
I love your name. All right, hold on. I know I have a Yankees cap in there somewhere, but I can't reach it right now. I can't. It's too far away. I can't get to it right now. Maybe later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I would love to come on tomorrow morning. Just let me know what time. All right. Well, so we come on at 9. We come on T's channel, and T will. Did you
I'll
create
make the StreamYard and I'll send it out to you, Cody. All right. So let's see. How do I get it to you? How do I get it over to you? We'll have to figure out how I send you the StreamYard. Are you on Instagram or Facebook? I don't know how to send it on Instagram though. That's a problem. Oh, maybe I can message it. I'm not sure. Or Facebook Messenger.
Just Cody T. Put your.
Oh yeah, I'll put my email address in the chat.
Just put your email in the chat, and then Cody, send her a message to her email, and then she can send you the link to your StreamYard. Listen to me being all techie and figuring things out. I don't know how to send out a Federal Express package, but I just figured all that out for you. How's that?
Funny.
Yeah. So I think that tomorrow, which channel are you on right now?
I'm on my auctions channel. Every Saturday and Sunday I've been coming on the auction channel.
Auctions for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, did you see my comment in the chat? My great find for you at gmail.com is from
I see it. Oh, because I had to discipline her the other day and tell her not to use the other channel. That's why I'm like, what channel?
You know what? I'm going to be using the other channel too, because like you know, I have to get to 1,000 subscribers at some point on my own personal channel as well as the auction channel. It's not all about Donna, Miss Big Head, 1,000 subscribers.
Auctions for You isn't all about Donna. Auctions for You is going to be for everybody.
I know.
It's going to be for everybody. Oh,
Kathy, I'm ignoring her comments.
Donna. Right, so I'm a little bit like high maintenance sometimes. my husband and my old boss in Boston, he used to call me dramatic Donatella. But he used to also call me the adjective queen, and he would always call me when he needed adjectives to describe something. So, well, drop the link to StreamYard in the live chat. You accept only the channels you want. Oh, so
I'm not sure, Myra, what she means.
So what she's saying is tomorrow morning.
Oh, put it in the live chat. You know what? I'm not doing it. You know what? We found out a few things about when you do that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
People can click on it and it doesn't show up on StreamYard that they're in there,
and they can hear your personal conversations.
Yep. And even when you end the live, the people that are in the green room, and it may not show that they're in the green room, can still listen to everything that you're saying. So, I mean, we do have private conversations, and what's the matter? We do have private conversations sometimes after we get off the live. Like T and I will stay on and have private conversations like, you know, did you see what so-and-so said? Did you see what so-and-so said? Did you? No, I'm joking.
We don't gossip. Now, don't make us sound like we're gossiping.
I'm joking. We don't talk about stuff like that, but we do talk about personal stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
And that happened to Tracy. They went off, they thought they were off their live chat, and she started talking about some private procedure that she had to have done, but they were still on live, and everybody heard it. But yeah, Myra, you can do that.
Yeah. And you know what? It's not that, and I don't want to make it sound like, oh my God, we're talking about people, but like even yesterday, right? You know, Donna wasn't feeling well, and before we went on, we talked and stuff like that. And you know, after we chatted for a few minutes, if anybody else had the StreamYard, they could have been lurking and listening to our private conversation. And it's just, you know, it's not something I want to put out there all the time, you know?
Yeah.
Thank you, Cody. Thank you. Yes, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, Pat D's warned me about putting my link in the live. Yep, he warned.
Yep. He warned us. He warned us.
Told us all about it because he's much more well versed.
It was actually Pat D's who caught us.
Yeah,
it was on an auction night. We had Pat D's as a special auctioneer, and we went off the air, and Donna and I were chit-chatting.
And we thought he was gone.
We didn't know. Pat had gone, like, but he wasn't. He was still hanging in the green room.
On the bottom.
He had to message me on Facebook to say, hey, I'm still in the green room.
And he was not visible.
Right.
He could still hear us talking, you know, about, I mean, we weren't talking about anything bad, but he could still hear us talking.
We might have been talking about, you know, something that he was embarrassed about, like lingerie. No, I don't know, but you know, they're trying to think of something Pat D's would be embarrassed about.
Yeah. Turtle Trader says girl talk. Yeah, that's
right.
Girl talk, exactly. Yep, which is what we were talking about last night after the live. Girl talk, stuff that you guys don't want to hear about.
Yeah, because everybody thought, oh, it's great, put the StreamYard in. And I did it in the beginning of these when we first did Coffee with T and Donna. And I put it out there for whoever wanted to jump in could jump in. Because the good thing is that you don't have to accept somebody on the screen. They can hang out in the green room all they want. Because when not YouTube, what was the thing we used before this? Before StreamYard? Why do I always have a mental block with that? See, it seems like so long.
Hangouts, Google Hangouts.
Hangouts. You couldn't drop the link or anything like that. Or you could, but you couldn't control who came in the room. So you could get trolls. Darlene Orgasar can give you a bad story about what happened to her, we'll just say that it was very inappropriate and leave it at that. But I think somebody exposed themselves or something on a Google Hangout in her room. I wasn't there at the time, but I believe that's what happened.
What is Glenn talking about? Chris did a link, got troll porn.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Was that here or on YouTube? He's saying, oh, because you can. There's a way I think you can even go live with just YouTube itself, but I haven't figured that one out. I like my StreamYard. I'll keep my StreamYard.
Yeah, so she's saying, oh my God, it was the first and only I ever had to delete. Well, thank God that hasn't happened to me yet. I mean, I did get a little bit of a kind of disturbing little thing in one of my messages, but I think it was an accident. But other than that, I haven't.
That stuff's just not going to be tolerated, guys. I mean, I know you guys are all great and whatever, but we're 50-something-year-old women. We're done with that nonsense.
Yeah. George sent
about being blocked and deleted.
Yeah, George sent me a link, and I shared it with T about all of the words on YouTube that are like blocked words. That if people try to use those words in the chat, it just doesn't even let them, enter it. I think that's something that we just have to be more aware of and careful of when growing, especially women. I mean, I don't think that kind of happens to men so much. They're not going to get those kind of bad trolls coming along and,
Hey, you never know. Listen, my 60-something-year-old husband gets friended from these cute little Asian women out of the country that wants to be a friend, meanwhile they have no friends in common. So men get it too.
Oh, Darlene said YouTube, it had me in tears afterwards. Creepy people out there lurking everywhere. I know, like I'm so afraid of that. Yes.
And the bigger you grow, the more chances you take with that, and that's why going back to Gina and Key Lime Kisses, right? She says she doesn't want to drop links, but that's okay. We'll take your wrench to hack these people out of here,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I had that troll a couple of weeks ago that called me a BT.
Yeah.
ITCH, and then made a comment about all Americans being prejudiced. That wasn't directed to me because I'm not American. I'm Italian. So that was directed to just Americans. Yeah, it's scary, Melissa, and it's terrible. Russian brides and the like try to take advantage of them, of men. Okay, sweetheart, we've been on for an hour and 18 minutes. I really
gotta get our day going.
Yeah, I have so much to do today, and I have so much to get done, and I have to return this phone call that just came in. And
Cody, you didn't drop your if you did your StreamYard for tonight. If you want to drop your link, not the StreamYard, I mean the YouTube. Don't drop the StreamYard. I mean the YouTube show. If you did it already, go ahead and drop it. I'll approve it. If not, guys, if you subscribe to Cody, make sure you put the notifications on. He's on at 7:30 tonight. And then he'll be our special guest on our Coffee with T and Donna in the morning. So we'll see you guys all back out here tomorrow. I'll do this StreamYard for that as soon as this is over. And Donna, when you can get to it, do your auction one. So maybe even tonight we could get that out on Cody's channel. Cody will let us share our auction tomorrow afternoon on his channel. She's not listening to me.
I am. I'm reading the chat. I was just reading what Darlene wrote. I even invited someone on the panel thinking that they're going to apologize to Debbie, and it went very ugly.
Oof.
I missed that one.
I'm sorry about that. Wow.
Did you
That's
delete
terrible.
it, Darlene? Did you delete that stream or did you leave it up? Love you too, Kathy. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you for all the love and support from all of you guys. You guys are
Thanks
great.
so much for you too.
I'm gonna try to call Derek. I felt so sad for Derek yesterday. I know he's going on that fishing trip, but he said he needed to take a break from YouTube. Did you watch his video?
I saw bits and pieces of it because I was at work.
Well, I hope everything's okay with him. I told him to call me after the chat, and he did.
Love you too, Kathy. Thanks for coming. We'll see you guys in the morning. And no, left it up and blocked him on everything. Okay. I'm sorry about that. I think Deb left us, but you know.
I will, Gina. I am going to call Derek today. Make sure he's okay. Thank you, Mark.
Bye, Gwen.
I'm on
Take
the
care,
mend.
Mark.
I'm on the mend. Yep. I will. Hopefully after today, I will be back to 100%. I have to go slow today, so I'm going to do as much as I can. And I have to go visit Nancy. You know, my
Yeah, you have to do that.
I have time to go. You know, she's 80, and you know, she's kind of like all. I'm like all she's got, so I've got to make time to do that too. So, okay, you guys.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Tomorrow. Have a great night, a great day. Night.
Bye.